Start with a News 5 investigation. Fort Carson officials promised to help homeowners who lost their properties in the Carson Midway Fire.
But 6 months later, one victim tells Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross the Mountain Post hasn't kept its promise.
Since March, Lloyd Galindo has been living in a small RV with no permanent water source. He lost his home and underground water tank in the fire that was sparked during a live fire training exercise on Fort Carson. Tonight, Galindo is pleading with the Army to help him rebuild.
My clothing, pictures of my kids. I have 5 sons. I had pictures of them with me, when they were all young. Now they're all old and they're all everywhere. I can't even get them in the same room,
Lloyd Galindo lost everything in the Carson Midway Fire.
My damages are what they are. It's not going to change.
Galindo now lives in temporary housing just a few feet away from where his home once stood.
I just want to be, compensated somewhat for my loss and continue with my life.
News 5 investigates learned the fire that destroyed Galindo's home started on Fort Carson. Soldiers were performing live fire training exercises on a red flag warning day.
The wind was working against us today, and it moved it over the border of the installation into some of the more rural area over here.
Instead of a public apology for the hundreds of homeowners forced to evacuate, the Mountain Post justified its training on a high fire danger day.
Because of the deployment cycle, like it's red flag conditions, currently we're in that high fire danger area. We have to train in order to prepare those soldiers to go in some of those dangerous situations that they're going to encounter in places like mostly Afghanistan for us this year.
After the fire, Galindo filed a claim with Fort Carson and says a representative with the Mountain Post came out and took pictures, but never returned or heard from him again.
I watched a lot of your reports. I see that you help a lot of people. And I thought, maybe he can help me. All I want to do is, start over again. They should help everybody that they damaged out here because they were responsible.
A Fort Carson spokesperson said there may have been some type of miscommunication between Galindo and their claims office. We're told they are working to validate Galindo's claim and will contact him directly to try and resolve this matter. We will, of course, stay on top of this case and bring you the latest developments as they come in. Watching out for you, Eric Ross, News 5 Investigates.
Eric, thanks. And he learned that the Mountain Post received 55 claims related to the Carson Midway Fire. Now, in a statement, Fort Carson officials told us it is their sincere desire to resolve meritorious claims as quickly and fairly as possible, and told us anyone with questions about the status of their claim can contact the claims office directly. We've posted that information for you online at KOAA.com.
As always,